Guys, so I wanted to post another damn, so I wanted to finish because I know the chaptering on my phone on my GoPro ends at like 11 something, but I wanted to add another part. This will be another add-on. I'll just add this on as a separate part in my video. But one of the big problems about the things that occur with COVID is that a lot of people aren't aware of why it's necessary for there to be global collaboration on this. Because with COVID, when you have cases happening in other countries higher and they're not able to, and then they're gonna be migrating over to other countries, that increases the probability of spreading. Or that does increase the spreading. Unfortunately, a thing that you've seen that's common for COVID is like people get through their situation and then they leave, right? So multiple examples, right? Let's say, for instance, a lot of the younger people who got COVID, right? Or anyone who got COVID. Let's say you didn't even believe in COVID and then you got COVID and you're sorry. When you get COVID, there's an entire trail of people, right? There's an entire trail of people there left behind. You weren't the only one who got sick with COVID. A couple people got COVID. What happened to them? How many people were you complicit in killing? So how many of those people died even though you recovered from COVID? You may have been young. Seems like when people go through the problems, they're done with it and they're like, okay, best of luck to you and everybody else. But here's a problem we're running into in the world. If other countries are getting vaccinated and others are not, and then everybody's like, oh, we got our shit, then we'll help you. How are you eventually going to cure COVID? How are you eventually going to combat this enough to where most countries, even countries like Africa, even countries like India, how are you going to implement some policies or some strategies to improve the well-being of these people because they have access to COVID vaccines just like us? How are you able to do that if nobody's working together, or if we don't make an effort to get more materials? Again, if we're so concerned about ourselves and we don't want to engage in global collaboration or making an effort to look around us and see how we can help other people, or having some awakening where people all over Earth make an effort to hold each of their governments accountable, how are we going to battle something like this? I'll end off this, you know, a lot of people talk about COVID is the virus, but we're the virus. We're the bigger problem, you know? It only spreads as much as we let it. And look at how much we've been able to make it spread. And to boost the economy in order to improve like for what? For money. Willing to open up to let people, while people die. Should be a learning opportunity, should be a learning experience. Yeah, that's it. That was the last part. Like, comment, subscribe. The shit is not just about you. It was never about you alone. You don't deal with this alone. So look around you and realize what other things you contribute to. GG.